Hi guys, it's Jessica here with a large box. Sorry for noise. I've got the air conditioning running because it's 92 degrees today and Toby is back there chewing on his bone right off screen. So this arrived and if you can see this girl back here, this is going to be her new body. This is a Delph Miu, and she has a face up by TiellaNicole. TiellaNicole, did I say that right? So we will open this up and see what's inside. This came so fast. The seller shipped it, let's see, today is Wednesday. It's the day after 4th of July, which is a holiday here in the States. And the seller shipped this on Monday. So this thing made it here, like the shipping even said that it wouldn't be here until Thursday, which I didn't even think at all that it was going to show up today. But it did. Where's the address again? There, I forgot. So I don't know. I always kind of feel like bodies aren't as exciting as like full dolls, but I think it's pretty exciting. And the body is the most expensive part a lot of times. I guess not always, but in most cases it is going to be the most expensive part. I really like these bodies, and I'm really excited to have another one. This is Fairyland box. Oh, and this was wrapped very nicely. The seller did a good job. She couldn't find the box, and at first, but I wanted to wait for her to find it, because if possible, I do like to have the boxes. And somebody asked, I think a few people have asked in the past, where do I keep all doll boxes? Not every single one of the dolls that I buy comes with a box. Some dolls come in bags. Some I've gotten secondhand and they no longer have the boxes for them anymore. So, but I still do have a lot of boxes, and they are in many different places. Under the bed, in several closets, lots of different places that they've been stashed. But I think that these are pretty. Made in Korea. So I can't remember. I think that this was maybe a little bit older body. I mean, still a Feeple60, but because I know, pretty sure that it's third hand from what I understood. She bought it from one of the mods on DOA, and then I bought it from her. So Feeple60, the normal that comes with the dolls. Their little tells you like how to take it apart and how to string it, how to properly string it and stuff. So that's nice. Nice to have that. Oh, nice. So here she is. Little cutie. Goodness. Ooh, and I like her boobs. She's got like the kind of bit smaller boobs than what's that big huge breast size that is just ridiculous. Ooh, I really like her resin color. These bodies are so nice. They're just such nice bodies, and they pose amazing. She included some heeled feet, which was awesome. Really excited to have heeled feet. I didn't have them for my other girl. Oh yeah, very beautiful body. And unfortunately no COA because that went with the head, which I understand. Again, why I was willing to wait for her to find the box, because that's kind of your only proof, you know, that really if you don't have receipts and you don't have a COA, having the box at least adds some legitimacy to it for the future. So yeah, I make an effort to procure the boxes if possible. I really like these boobs. They have a nice hang to them. They're nice boobs. These are some of the nicer pair of Fairyland boobs I've seen. Yeah, she's super cute. Okay. Love these bodies. How about we put this girl on here? So she's got the, it's nice because you can use the neck connector with dolls. And I do love this neck connector. This makes things so much easier when you need to take their head off, change their eyes, or anything like that. It's so much easier. She's got a little putty on top of her head. So I think, take my, as you can see, the resin match. So, it actually, shows up more, I think, on the camera than it does in real life. The resin is slightly more pink, and she's definitely got a little bit of yellowing to her, which she's an older head, so it doesn't surprise me. And a different company is the Delph, so I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with how well she matches and goes with this. I think she looks really nice. I like that. I like it. Yes. Yeah, and I really like the boobs on this one. Gold noggins. She looks nice on this. Let's put some clothes on you. Hey, we'll be back. Okay, I have some temporary clothes on her. I actually don't have an awful lot of things for dolls that are in this size, this 57 centimeter size. I need to make more things. I need to just make more like simple things, like maybe t-shirts and stuff. Like my dolls don't, I have like a couple tank tops, and that was something that I was looking at, and they're really pretty expensive too for what they are. So I'm like, I need to get to work sewing a bunch of those for my dolls so that they just have things. I like something that they could just wear under layers too, and so some t-shirts would be nice. But anyways, I think that she is super freaking cute. So this is my Delph Miu. She is on the Feeple60 body. I've been calling her Melanie or Melody, kind of in between those two. Actually, her and my human leash, I've been going back and forth with that name. So I'm not sure yet where we are with that. So, but I really wanted her on a different body. I just like my other girls that I have on the Delph bodies. I really like them on those bodies, and I don't really have much of a desire to take them off of those bodies. But I just never really, like, I thought that she just would be better on the Feeple60. So really glad that I was able to get this body for her, and thank you to everyone who bought things so that I was able to do that and able to bring her home so quickly, because I was going to have to do a longer layaway. So I do have more things to share, and I was contemplating doing it another time because I have to take a shower and I need to get stuff ready for tomorrow, and I'm just like, nah, you guys don't care if I stink. You guys love me, right? So here we are, filth and all. But yeah, it's just been very hot. Like, and we have air conditioning at work, but it still just felt really warmer than it needed to be, and had to run some errands, and I went to the bank, and it was really hot in there too, which I was just like, what the heck. I think we're just having really high temperatures here, and it's like, even for places that have air conditioning, it might just is not cutting it. But anyways, I'll talk more about dolly stuff. So I have, this, I remind as soon as I turned around here. So a lot of this is something that I do a lot with these shirts that have collars. I will take a couple magnets and magnet them down. But I went to do that, and I realized, and the magnets were sticking to her back, and they're these two spots where magnets stick, and I was like, well, does my other Feeple do that too? And here's Amelia, because she's on the Feeple60 body as well, and yeah, she has those two spots on her back where magnets go, and I guess they probably were made so that they could put like wings on them or something. I know I've seen wings on minifees. That's what I always thought, that I'd seen those sorts of things for minifees. So I don't know. I don't know. There must have been some sort of set or something that for Feeples that had some sort of wings. So that was really interesting. I didn't know that she had those magnets in the back. I guess I need to read my manual. I never read the manual. So yeah, okay, I wanted to show you some things that I've been working on, that I've been sewing. I finished a couple of dresses that I'm pretty happy with, that turned out pretty cute.
This is my elf Suni. She is on the Moe line body. Moe, I don't know how you're supposed to say it, but but I just love it. I love this body so much. And this dress, I was kind of hoping to make it so that it was going to fit more of my MSD dolls besides just the minifees or the smaller dolls. So this one will fit her. It fits the Lily Cats, but it doesn't fit the Doll Zone girls. They're just a bit thicker. The Doll Zone and Doll Leaves, they're just bigger around the waist and the chest. Their rib cage is just bigger. But I think it looks pretty cute on her. And I really like, I just had like a little bit of this fabric left, enough for making this ruffle and the bodice, and I went ahead and used it because I just love this fabric and I've been hoarding it forever. And the same with this trim. I've been hoarding this trim forever, so I just went for it and used up some of those fabrics that I've been wanting to. And I made another one in this same style, just a little bit bigger so that it would fit, because I like it to look fitted, because it's not really meant to be a loose top. But so this actually fits her really good, and I really, really like how it turned out. I think it complements her well. So this is a Doll Zone girl body, the old Doll Zone girl body, with a doll in mind. Lorena head, partially eyes closed, Lorena head. And I really like how it looks on her. I really like how the fabrics went together. I'd actually redid part of this and put a different trim because I didn't like this trim, which is another fabric that I cut into basically like my own ribbon. But I really like how it looks as a ribbon with the small pattern. Goes well. Initially I had made the ribbon out of, I used it as the lining in here, and it was just too dark a green, and it just didn't look nice with the other colors in the fabrics. It was just too dark a green, too bold, I thought, too overpowering. Yeah, so I was happy with how that turned out. I've got a ton of putty stuck in her neck because otherwise she does this. I would like to get a silicone kip for these bodies, so these heads, because they all want to have their heads forward like this. So some silicone kips I think would really, really help out with that. One more sewing thing I wanted to show you. Okay, so I made, been practicing distressing denim. I made these shorts. They fit Delphs and Feeple60s, but they also fit my Mary Doll Round Girl actually really good. She fills them out really nicely. But I've been practicing distressing, and they still haven't quite turned out like how I would really like them to look. I did the technique, you know, where you make the slices and then you pull out with tweezers, you pull out the individual blue threads so that only the white horizontal threads stay. I took a Dremel to it. I've taken sandpaper, did all kinds of stuff, and it still just doesn't look quite like, because I would like to have more like white marks, like it looks like it's worn, and I thought by sanding it that it would do that, and it just didn't. So Things that I looked at online, they actually use a laser. I saw this video on YouTube where they were distressing jeans with like this programmed laser that goes in and makes these programmed burns that look like distress lines. So fire or maybe some bleach. That was the other thing I was thinking, is maybe going in with maybe a toothbrush or a Q-tip and doing some parts with some bleach to see if I could get that kind of effect. I don't want it to look spotty. I don't want it to look like whitewashed jeans that are bleached. I don't want it to look bleached. I want it to look worn. So anybody have any other tips or suggestions on that? I'd love to hear it, because I would like to, like, that's the big thing, is why I haven't sewn, because I can sew the jeans. I can do that part. I can sew the jeans, but I want them to look distressed and look worn and used. And I just haven't been able to figure out how to make them look that way. So if I could figure that out, then I would be more keen on sewing more jeans for my dolls, because I could make them look the way I wanted them to. Did I show you guys? I think that last video, she hadn't come in yet. Let me grab, I'll be right back. Yeah, this girl. I think I showed her on Instagram, but I didn't, she wasn't in a video yet. So she came in, I think last Friday, and yeah, isn't she gorgeous? So this is Lucy Wynn. This is the Minifee Lucy Wynn and the human head. She has a Fairyland face up and the default Fairyland, or the set, the eyes that came with the set. They're Oscar eyes, and they're so beautiful. But I just, oh my gosh, as soon as I open her, she is really, really beautiful. I love her teeth. Love, love, love her teeth. So yeah, I have a tan Minifee M-line body for her on layaway. Really good deal. And this, I was really surprised for how low they were selling this head for, to actually. Very, very good deal. So very, very excited to be able to pay off that body and bring that one home too. So Bunny 9 white skin Bunny 9 body is still for sale if you're looking. Okay, one more thing that I wanted to show you guys, and I didn't know if I was going to. I did this a while ago. So a while ago that I did this, and I was pretty disappointed. Pretty disappointed with how it turned out. But I figured I'd show you guys. I still don't know what I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do. But this is my Seed Dolls wall head. And so I attempted a face up on her, and I don't know if it's showing up so well on the screen, but it frosted, so it was like going so well, and then it was like the last parts that I did, just the last layer that I did of I've been using Army Hammer, or not Army Hammer, Army Painter, Army Painter sealant, but this was my first time trying to do a tan doll with it, and I knew that those spray-on sealants and tan can cause this, darker resins that you can get the frosting. And so I was really trying to minimize the number of layers, and I had really done a good job with that. I used far more fewer layers than I ever have before. I usually use a lot more, but I used a lot less layers, and still tried to I wanted to do 2 layers at the end to seal it, and it was like that last layer of sealant, and it frosted. And then the other thing was that when I put the gloss on, you can see where it just kind of, like, all the stuff underneath lifted, and so it looks like she's got like these bloody tears hanging off of her now. And I was just so upset by the whole the whole ordeal. So it definitely kind of wrecked my confidence, just everything that went wrong with it, and whether I'm going to be able to handle doing tan skin at all, with the things that I have available to me. And I'm just not prepared to move into an airbrush, to invest into an airbrush, the learning curve to use an airbrush. I'm just not willing to do that at this point in time, if ever. So I don't know. Like I said, it was perfect weather conditions. It couldn't have been any more perfect. It was like 92 degrees. It was a very dry heat. There wasn't a lick of moisture in the air, and yeah, I'm just very disappointed with what happened to it. And the other thing was, I tried to clean off, there was like a little gum of sealant, and I tried to clean it very gently with a magic sponge, magic eraser, and it just like wiped away half of her eyebrow. I was just like, really? Like, all of these things kind of happened all at once, and it was like a whole day's work just went down the toilet. And yeah, that's really hard. It's really hard when you spend a whole day working on something and it just goes to pot. So like I said, I don't know. It was several weeks ago, and I've been trying to, like, I just put her away, you know, like, well, try again, you know, maybe just because that happened the one time doesn't mean it will again. But I just, like, at this point, I kind of just really shook my my courage, I guess, and just like, whether it's just I'm gonna spend all this time on these face-ups and they're just gonna frost over like that. So I don't know. I have seriously considered my Min Ingenue, which is in a really dark resin, and my my Ingenues, which is a very similar resin color to this. I don't know, I'm starting to think about maybe sending them out. I know I said I never would do that, but after just how badly this went, that her eyes keep falling back into her head no matter what I do too. But I did want to show you guys these eyes because they're really pretty. They are, I got them from a girl on Instagram who has an Etsy shop, and I'm totally unprepared. They're really gorgeous. She has really beautiful eyes. Let me see if I can pull it up here. These eyes have been going around to different dolls because I like them so well. So these are from TiellaNicole on Etsy, is her Etsy shop name. I'll try to remember to leave a link below in the description bar. But they're really, really pretty eyes. These were the only ones I've seen her do that were small iris, so I snatched them up right away, and just really, really beautiful, really beautiful. Yeah. Oh, before I go, I did want to show this awesome wig that I got in. That was a really big surprise as far as how it looks. It's very harsh in this light, but this was a wig I saw on AliExpress. The pictures did not do it justice at all. It looked like a kind of nondescript brown, and it had straight straight bangs, and the curls. It did have the curls, and it was only $7. That was the only reason I looked at it. It was $7. I was looking for inexpensive wigs. $7, free shipping, and I went ahead and ordered it on a whim. Well, we'll see, because I could always use more brown wigs. And it's this really beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous burgundy color that really looks good on my pale tan ingenue head. She's casted in Dulce pale tan. But yeah, so AliExpress, I love AliExpress. Didn't look anything like the picture that they had, the promo picture, at all, which can be good and bad, because sometimes you want it to look like how it looks, but it was a pleasant surprise. Okay, I'm gonna call it quits here and go ahead and do all the shower and eating dinner and all those sorts of things. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for helping me bring this girl home by buying items from me. Definitely appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon, hopefully, and hope you're having a great week. Bye bye.